Welcome back, Board Masters. SCL Matt here with another live SCL unboxing. And yes, Masked Aqua Kitty, this is indeed your private lot. So for anybody wondering, they've been revealed. This private lot was purchased from Masked Aqua Kitty. But yeah. Hayden, I mean, I'm going to sit here and tell you, of course, my website is legit, but I would love for the chat to chime in. They know what I do here. If I recognize your name, I think you were the one on Facebook asking about the Xbox One games. I actually happen to have them sitting right here. Like, I have these Xbox One games available. Yes. So yeah, okay. If you're in the UK, I don't ship directly to the UK. I do have a number of people who use a site. Let me see. Do I still have it here? Use a site called Stackery. Here you go. You can check out stackery.com. And if you create an account there, it will allow you to get a US address for me to ship to. And you can look on their website and see how their process works and everything. But I've had a few international folks use Stackery to some success. So if you're still interested in doing that, you can look into that. But yes, I do not ship directly to international countries. But yeah, there you go. There you go. So, yeah, everybody else, Jinigo, yes, we are so close to 900. We're very close to 900. Is it like 899, 898, something like that? Got our count from Monday. 52 Skylanders, 7 traps, 7 items, 3 damaged, and 1 portal. Okay. Okay. I think this lot is going to be a little bit bigger. No, maybe it's about the same size. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, this is the lot I bought from Masked Aqua Kitty. So let's dive in and see what we got, I'd say. Assuming I don't continue to hit the wrong buttons and just completely miss everything. All right. Update on a Dark Tree Rex custom. If you haven't seen this, go check out my Twitter or Masked Aqua Kitty's Twitter. They tweeted out a picture of the first custom from the forest that was purchased. Oh man, the Lycor on the eyes no longer glow. That sucks. But anyway, I retweeted the tweet and put out that showed off the first custom from yeah, the forest. There we go. Dual hand. Before I forget, lunch in half an hour. Taco Bell or Wendy's? I'd probably go Wendy's right now. I'm more in a Wendy's mood. It looks like you're gonna have some some split here. A few votes for Taco Bell, a few votes for Wendy's. There you go. All right. All right. All right. Martin, we'll talk later. We'll get stuff figured out. Don't worry. Okay. So let's jump in and get into this unboxing. Actually looks like I have a note first. It says, read me. So this note says, thank you for being awesome. Thank you for helping the Skylands community complete their collections at a reasonable price. As I always say, that's what I do. P.S. Sorry if packing isn't the greatest. Had no little boxes. That's quite all right. That's quite all right. It looks like it should be okay. I mean, you got some packing material in there to fill in the space. Always appreciated. Whether that's just newspaper or other paper. Every little bit helps. All right. We do have one game today. Case is a bit cracked, I would think. Yeah, it doesn't quite want to stay shut. But we do have Imaginators for Xbox 360. So that will be going up soon. Yeah, Jindigo. S2 Spyro and S2 Bash are still in stock. It's true. It's true. Doulahan, yes. Your entree at Wendy's with the side of Taco Bell. I like it. I like it. Hayden, I don't know of any UK sellers offhand. Um, that that's exactly the reason why I don't ship internationally. Postage is really expensive. That's just the way it is. There's no getting around it if you're ordering from the US. International shipping is just ridiculous. So sorry, I can't help you out there. All right. Let's dive in and see what we got today. Because this is another one of those lots I don't remember exactly what we got, but we'll see. All right. There is a gold mystery chest from Imaginators. Have a Series 1 Roller Brawl. And there is Freeze Blade. Doulahan, no, I don't think the UK is necessarily expensive due to Brexit. Like it's shipping anywhere in the world. Like that it's always just kind of been that way. As long as I've been shipping things, which has only been 5 or 10 years, I guess. But I like that's how it's always been. Like the minimum for me to ship to the UK is usually about $20-$25, somewhere in there. I think it's about 25. My minimum to ship to Australia is about $30. My minimum to ship to Canada, right? I like I said, I live like 6 hours away from Canada, and the minimum shipping cost is still $25. Like it's just international shipping is stupid expensive. So, oh man. Polly, are there any blast zones? I have plenty of blast zones in the shop. If you're asking about this lot in particular, I don't know. We'll find out. What I do know is that there is an airstrike. That's always good to see. People like Imaginators. And we do have a Series 1 Gil Grunt, which is good because they're actually in low stock right now. Got ourselves a Nitro Magnacharge. Nice variant there. We haven't seen in a while. We used to have a bunch of those, but they all sold out. We also have a Dive Bomber. And there is Bowser, Hammer Slam Bowser, your Sky Meebo friend. His hammer seems to be intact today. So anyone looking for Bowser? Here we go. Skadoosh, yeah. Hardboiled Flare Wolf will be up in the auctions this weekend. Speaking of which, I will put it out there right now. I will not be available to host the auctions this weekend either. I think everybody kind of felt it a little bit last week that I wasn't there with the stream and things didn't quite necessarily. I don't know. I did get a few messages that said the auctions felt different without me there. So that's unfortunate. We're gonna do it once more this week, and if it really just doesn't work out as well, um, I may just end up canceling auctions weeks that I can't make it. So we'll see. We'll see. Mass Doc Kitty, thank you for the reminder. Yes, some swapper halves are incomplete here. We'll see if they match up with some of the halves that I have on the swapper half shelf. Like that's why I don't mind when there are halves in lots, because there's a good chance that maybe I can make a match either today or another day. The quest guy. What could $24 get you trap team related, excluding shipping? I mean, it depends what you're looking for. It could get you a lot potentially. Like there's a lot of trap team cores that are cheaper in stock right now. You know, $2 or $3 a piece. If you need traps, those are usually $5 or less, so you could get a few of those. I mean, bigger pieces, if you're wondering about that, I mean, you could honestly get 3 or 4 trap masters for $24, I think. Like it really depends what you need. But yeah, something like that. Mass Taco Kitty, thank you. Thank you for resetting the Bowser. Yes, I don't have the Wii U. It's not that I just don't have it on stream. I don't have one. I actually don't have a way of resetting the Nintendo figures right now. I used to, but I sold my Wii U. So thank you for that. Darth Joker, welcome. And can assure you Brexit has nothing to do with shipping costs. There you go. Shipping is just expensive. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Yeah, Jindigo, I agree. A decent amount got sold this week. Sure, felt a little slow. Some people felt like we sold Chompy Mage this week, and that, maybe went a little bit lower than one might have expected. Like, I haven't checked on what they're going for on eBay recently, but like Chompy Mage sold for $92, I think it was this week. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, let's continue. We'll continue with our only Series 4 figure, Tidal Wave Gil Grunt. Then we have a Series 2 Wrecking Ball. Yeah, John, I know you were happy about the Chompy Mage. You got yourself a great deal on Chompy Mage. Especially considering, like, if I would have listed it in the shop, I think I would have listed it for like 99 or 95 or something, somewhere around there. So yeah, you got a great deal at 92 there. Well done. All right. We got a Light Core Flashwing. The harder of the two basic Light Core figures to get. And then we also have something I haven't seen in a while, an Ultimate Chaos Trap. So this is the Chaos Trap that was in the Dark Edition. There are two main differences to it. They're just physical differences. Like if you can recall, the Chaos Trap, the regular one, the head is much smaller. Like it almost like the cape part out that goes out here probably only extends to the width of his head on the normal trap. And then of course you can see his face is painted with the silver paint there. So this is the Ultimate Chaos Trap. It doesn't act any differently in game. It's just cool little extra for the Dark Edition. All right, we have also a bronze mystery chest. John needs that chaos trap. Awesome. Good to see. Yeah, Dualahan. I understand. Chompy Mage is definitely a frustrating figure, but I get it. I get it. Hayden, the Xbox One, I mean, it's gonna have slightly better graphics. It's gonna run on the newer consoles. You can run it. You can run the Xbox One game on Xbox One or anything newer than that. Like you specifically need the Xbox One game and the Xbox One portals um, to run it on that. So the Xbox 360, I mean, versus the Xbox One, I'm not an Xbox guy, so I don't have firsthand experience, but I mean, it's gonna be a little bit better. And just like I said, you're gonna be able to play it on all the newer consoles. So Darth Joker has a question. Is there any reason why the color of legendary figures was changed in Imaginators? Um, so I don't think they ever came out and said it specifically. But the general consensus has been that the dark blue or navy and gold color scheme would be too confusing with the other senseis, because like all the senseis had that like gold belt around their waist, and there were especially like the dark figures like Starcast and Hoodsickle and such, they were already kind of that dark blue or black and gold color scheme then. And so that would get really confusing if we came out and said, "Hey, there's these legendary figures, but those other standard figures aren't legendary figures. They're just normal figures." And so I think like that makes sense to me as to why they decided to change the color scheme for Imaginators, just to make it something different, something that stood out from the rest of the figures that they made. Um, but like I said, I haven't heard any official explanation on that. That's I've only heard that from fans as to trying like you trying to figure out why um they went that route. Skidoo, stupid question on the bids. They work like eBay, right? Yes, yes. So the bids on the SCL auctions work like eBay. Yes. So, okay, here's your example. If my max bid is 50 and the next highest seller is 30, I pay a little more than 40, right? Or do you pay your max bid? No. So, the bid increment, as I'm sure you've seen if you remember, is 50 cents. So, if you put in a bid of $50 and someone else bid $30, then your high bid would go to $30.50. You would outbid the bidder before you by 50 cents. And that if that's when the auction ended at 30.50, you would pay 30.50. No one except me would know that you even bid higher. Like I can see your maximum bid on the back end of things. Um, but yeah, you would pay that $30.50. It works exactly like eBay in that regard. So the system will automatically, like you could put that bid in the morning. I know some people have done that, have finally caught on to that and said, "Hey, I'm just going to put my maximum bid in at 8 o'clock in the morning when the auction's open, and if I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't." Um, but that way you don't have to sit there and you know watch the auctions all day and all night and make sure you get your bid in last second and that type of thing. So, um, but yeah, yeah, they do work like eBay in that regard for sure. Here you go. Dualahan recommends getting Xbox One if you can afford it. All the Xbox games can be played, can also play on it too right now. Yeah. So there you go. Some recommendations. Um, yeah, Jingo. Yeah, all the Sensei had gold belts like that, and like that little gold highlight. I think would throw people off. So Yep. Yep. Skadoosh. That's how I would do it. Just that's why I run them all day and don't just run like a 1 hour auction or a 2 hour auction. It's like I open them up for 12 hours and you can put your bid in the morning if you work at night, or if you work if you work in the morning, you can put your bid in at night. I figure 12 hours is enough time in the day that you can stop in for 5, 10, 15 minutes, take a look at what's up for auction and place any bids you need to place. So, um, why not make legendary villains then in the original color? Um, I mean, yeah, they didn't make any legendary villains. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? To have legendary villains. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of Firecracken, we have a Firecracken in today's lot here. We're not done with this. We got a long way to go in this unboxing. And we have a Dragonfire Cannon, the original, non-variant version. Have Scorp and a Fire Reactor Creation Crystal. There's Sharpshooter Terrafin and Hurricane Jetvac. There is Series 3 Big Bang Trigger Happy and Archean Crossbow. Ooh, here's one we haven't seen in a while. And appears to be completely intact, thankfully. Who's looking for a Series 2 hot dog? Firebone hot dog. Got his tail intact, his bones intact. It's all good. It's all good there. All right, I'm bury some more. You got plenty of newspaper in here, Master Aqua Kitty. Things are looking good. All right, and there is a Dive Clops. Chatterbug, I know. The crystal has a sticker on it. The majority of crystals that I get actually have stickers on them. I always just remove them before they get sold and shipped. So you most of the time you don't ever know about it. But yeah, I remove them, clean up any sticky residue that there may be, and they're good to go. All right, we also have Series 1 Zook. You may have been out of stock, so that's good to see. Series 2 Slam Bam and Zulu. Yeah, Nicario. I don't like the stickers on them anyway, but like the stickers actually come off the creation crystals quite cleanly most of the time. So it's not too hard to peel them off, but like I said, if there is any kind of residue, like just a little bit of Goo Gone and cleans them right up. So it's not a big deal at all. I don't mind those. All right, we have a Series 2 Chill, Blizzard Chill. Survivorcast, favorite enemy from Trap Team, honestly, is probably Hoodsickle. There's a reason they made him into a full-out figure after a while. Even though he was, he's just so good. So good. We have a Light Core Smolder Dash. There's Blades. And a Series 1 Stump Smash. There's Series 2 Lightning Rod. Series 2 Pop Fizz. Super Gulp Pop Fizz. Chomp Chest is great. Is he underrated? I feel a lot of people like him, but I could be wrong. We also have a Series 2 Heavy Duty Sprocket. A lot of good Swap Force cores so far. Take it. Those don't go together. See if we find the other halves of those later. We got a Voodooed and a Super Shot Stealth Elf. Oh, found another Imaginator. Anybody need Chain Reaction? One of the best designs out there. So much detail was put into that figure. We got a Series 3 Knockout Terrafin. Some dude with no creativity. How you doing? More Swapper has. There's a Series 1 Shroom Boom. I think this might be on sale in the shop this week. We have a Shark Tank. Yeah, Chain Reaction is really good. Absolutely. Ooh. Here's my boy. But the upgraded version, haven't seen in a while. Thornhorn Camo. Series 2. Thornhorn Camo. Like I said, a lot of good swapper cores in here. Series 1 Drobot. I had someone asking about this recently. I don't remember who it was. Dark Wildfire. Good looking Dark Wildfire there. And an original Series 1 Warnado. Chatterbug, this is not my area of expertise. Is there any money trick in superchargers like the Sky Diamond and Chomp Chest? I never bothered using tricks like that. I always just play through the game as much as I need to collect what I need to. Here, Mass Aqua Kitty says not really in superchargers. So yeah, I guess not. When are we going to pull the Series 2 Sunburn? That's going to be really hard to do. All right. A lot of swapper halves. Then we do have Ninjini. More packing material. Here's a Head Rush. And Hyper Beam Prism Break. Series 3. Hyper Beam Prism Break. There's Dino Ring. Martin, yes, the orange chain reaction registers as special. It should, at least. All the later chase variants should register as special or rare or something. All right. How about a Trapmaster? Got Nightmare. Chatterbug. My favorite series 3. Are we actually talking series 3 or like core from Swap Force? Like if it's core from Swap Force, it's gonna be Camo again. But favorite series, I don't know. You know, I have a hard enough time picking my favorite character. I don't even know where to go with favorite series 3. I mean, that Hyper Beam Prison Break, that's always been like I love Prison Break's designs. He's not necessarily my favorite character, but he's actually pretty decent to play as too. It's not bad. So yeah, maybe I'll go with that for now until I come up with something better. Hyper Beam Prison Break. All right. Here we go. We have Thumpback, who once again was out of stock. So good to have him back. There's one trap, Water Tiki. We'll see if we can find some more. And an Eyebrow. More Swapper halves. Those could be fun. You're right. There are a lot of Swapper halves. I think some of them may have just fallen apart. But oh, here we go. Here's one. So there's a Blast Zone. I know it's the common one, but at least we got one pair. I got a Series 3 Lava Barb Eruptor. There is Burn Cycle. And a Series 2 Cinder. Ooh, just grabbed a handful of variants. I like that. So we got a Springtime Trigger Happy. And a Power Punch Pet Vac. Along with Dark Food Fight. So 3 good variants there. All right, another Trap Master, Crypt King. Headdress intact today. So there we go. No Melon Master. My favorite swapper is not Firecracken. That goes to Rattleshake. Nicario, favorite in-game variant is Quick Draw Rattleshake. That's why I made the shelf up here. Hands down, best in-game variant ever. Absolutely. No question about it. Still on the lookout for Doomstone. Man, we've had a bunch of Doomstone through the shop, but I guess you haven't gotten your hands on one yet. Let's see what we can find. I don't know. I can see most of what's in there. I don't think we're going to hit a Doomstone today. I don't have any halves of Doomstone either. So, but I do have a Jawbreaker. And the Jetstream. So what's my most purchased Skylander? That's tough to say. So if you're newer here and you haven't been following along, we've had a few fans of the site that have made what we've called mass buys, where it all started with Masked Aqua Kitty, and they bought the forest. What I titled the forest was every single Tree Rex figure that I had in stock, which at the time was, do you remember how many that was? Was it 34? 34 Tree Rex or something like that. And then shortly after that, we sold every Food Fight and every Jetvac and every Kingpin and all these other figures that I hadn't had in stock. And they just bought out my entire stock of one particular figure. And that kind of threw off my numbers as to which one gets purchased the most. Um, but if you do go into the shop and there is a filter on there, or you can sort by popularity. And what it's doing there is sorting by how many have sold, how many individual units have sold. Um, so you can go and see legitimately which one has sold the most. I don't know where it is right now. Um, but like I said, just be aware that when like Tree Rex is up there and Stealth Elf is up there, like every Stealth Elf is up there, um, that those were subject to a mass buy from somebody. So, um, yeah, yeah. Prior to that, let's see, it was the fire reactor was up there, Trap Shadow was up there, Rattleshake was pretty high. I don't remember all the other ones that were up there, but so I mean those are still probably in like the top 20 or so, but the top 10 has kind of been um muddled due to mass buys. So it, it's hard to say for sure. Or I mean if you want to include the mass buys, then yeah, just go sort by popularity and you'll see exactly which one has been sold the most. Skadoosh. Still waiting to see a cast when I pull a Thrillipede. I mean, I've had 2 Thrillipedes in the shop. The first one sat there for like 2 weeks. It blew my mind. I mean, it was fairly early on, and I didn't quite have the audience that I do now that knew about the shop. So that was part of it for sure. But yeah, nowadays, like I said, the chaos or the Thrillipede, if I get a Thrillipede, is probably going to auction just because there are enough people here that want it. We don't want to run into another uh, robo situation. So, what happened? Activision ever reboot Skylanders, taking all games out of canon, starting from scratch with a different continuity? I have no idea. I don't even know where to start with that. All right. Cars Ignite. Any Dark Nintendo or Power Blue Splat? No. No. All right. That's another swapper half. Swapper half. That doesn't match. All right. We do have Crusher. We're getting down towards the end of this box. So I'm going to try to finish this up today. What happens if I get another Double Dare Trigger Happy? It'll go in the shop. I haven't seen any evidence that suggests I should do otherwise. Double Dare Trigger Happy honestly usually sits in the shop for about a week before it sells most of the time. So we got ourselves a Series 1 Grim Creeper. There is a Light Core Warnado. Got Slobbertooth. And a Series 1 Trigger Happy. A little bit of a lazy eye there, but still a good figure. Assuming it works in game. All right, we got Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf. Ooh. Someone will be happy to see that. Midnight Museum. And a Series 1 Frino. Doulahan, no, there was not a Thrillipede. Don't worry. We were just talking about him. You did not miss out on that action at all. I just can't hold on to figures. All right, there we go. Countdown. Series 2 Chop Chop. Series 1 Jetvac. There's Stormblade. Ooh. Who's looking for Bat Spin? No, that one won't sit on the shelves for too long. And we just talked about him. My favorite. One of my favorites. Hoodsickle. So good. So good. So few top-notch Imaginators today. But yeah, a lot of Trap Masters. What is Swapper cores before. There's a good day for Swapper cores. So a lot of good stuff going around. And for anyone keeping track, there was also, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 unmatched Swapper halves. Which, man, maybe I don't have as many completions as I thought I might. I'll check that in just a minute. Skadoosh, would Thrillipede be more rare than Robo? Is Robo's price because he was last Skylander also Toys R exclusive and they were closing down? Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why Robo's price is where it's at. Well, a lot of people want Thrillipede. I think Thrillipede is actually has been wider spread over time. It's a little bit older, right? Had another year on it. And there was a variant version, right? Egg-sided Thrillipede was super easy to find. So some people have just kind of settled for egg-sided Thrillipede and said, fine, I can play as the character. Cool. And so they don't care anymore. And I mean, just imagine if we had a variant of Robo that came out earlier and was distributed properly, and then we got this final Robo figure, and it's like there wouldn't be nearly as much demand for it, especially with it. Like if the variant opened up the level as well. Like there are major differences between Thrillipede and Robo, and they all play a little part into the different prices. All right. Considering buying all the washbucklers, do it. Do it. Padilla Gaming, I'm not available on the actual like 10th anniversary, like on October 16th when most people are celebrating it. I will be doing some sort of super Saturday stream on October 9th, the Saturday before. So like I'm gonna celebrate on the 9th, and then I think it might be titled something like 10 hours for 10 years. So it might be like a 10-hour stream. And then I'll just let you guys I know there are dozens of other SkyTubers out there planning stuff throughout the week. So I'll let you go enjoy their stuff during the rest of the week and up to the 16th and such. But yeah, I will be celebrating, but I'll just be celebrating a little bit early. All right. Yeah, Jindigo. Here, let me double check my half shelf quick. See what I got. Okay, I was very, very disappointed how few pairs I can make. I was able to make a Grilla Drilla, Free Ranger, and Washbuckler. Most of these other halves I already have up on the halves shelf, and so I wasn't able to complete them. Um, so I have bottoms for both Hoot Loop and Enchanted Hoot Loop. Bottoms for Stink Bomb and Rubble Rouser. And then tops for Rattleshake, Spy Rise, Legendary Night Shift, and Trap Shadow, unfortunately. So I have 8 halves left over. So for the official count there, Jin, go for it. Skadoosh, would they be the rarest original characters? With Robo being the rarest, or is there any one? Wildstorm, Champ Mage. I'd have to think about that a little bit. Yeah, it's really hard to say. That's really hard to judge. I mean, judging by like if you want to judge by how many times I've had them in the shop, yeah, Thrillipede might be the lowest now for standard characters, but I don't know. There you go. Survivor Cast is doing something on their channel for the anniversary. Did I ever get Robo? Yes. I got Robo for my own collection first run, right when it was released. I've sold 3 Robos since opening the shop 4.5 months ago. 2 of them via SCL auctions and 1 in the shop itself. So yeah, I've been able to get my hands on Robo. Earthen Avenger, welcome. Feel like regular Chompy Mage is rarer than Robo, but doesn't. You see? Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. There was a variant. That's exactly what happened with Thrillipede, right? There was Thrillipede, but everybody had excited Thrillipede, so it wasn't as big of a deal. Whereas think about if we had some sort of, I don't know, Dark Robo or something that was released in a starter pack, and then they, okay, maybe starter pack is a bad example, but some like holiday variant. If we had a Jingle Bell Robo, and then Robo came out as the last figure, there wouldn't be nearly as high of a demand for the regular version, just because some people would be content with having the variant version. But all that stuff. Jindigo's final numbers: 66 Skylanders, 8 halves, 5 items, 2 traps, 1 creation crystal, 4 vehicles, and 1 game. Wolf Thunder, it was Imaginators for Xbox 360. Another thought, what would happen to release a new Skylanders game that does not use figures? Yeah. I've thought about all those things. I'm not going to speculate on it until it actually happens. So, all right. Boom. But let's see. Have I ever seen regular Chompy Mage come through the shop? Yes. Actually, yes. I've sold them in the shop, I think, twice. And I just sold one at auction last Saturday. So that's what happens with those rare pieces now. I don't usually put them in the shop. Because if they're gonna sell out in 5 seconds, that's just bad feels for everybody. So I tend to put them up on the auctions, which I host every Saturday. Including this Saturday. I won't actually be able to host the auctions, but the auctions will still take place. If you will go to sclauctions.com, it will redirect you to the auction page on my site, and you can see what's up there right now. You can see just what happened last week. what was available, what sold, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'll have new stuff up for auction. I listed on Friday, so you can get a little preview. And then auctions open up from 8 a.m. Central Time to 8 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays. So, Skadoosh, no, I mean, I I still don't necessarily have a reason to put Wildstorm in auction yet. Um, we'll see, we'll see. But I don't think Wildstorm is quite auction worthy yet. Joe, welcome. Yeah, we're done with the unboxing. And now it is time to move on to phase 2 and test and reset all of these figures. So we'll bring in the game and then we can continue on. If you have any questions, feel free to keep asking them. But we're going to go ahead and start testing these figures and get them on their way. Whip up a storm. Darth Joker, have I ever gotten a custom Imaginator figure in the lot? No, I have not. The only custom Imaginator I have is mine that I made on the shelf. So I have not gotten. Looks like chicken scratch to me. That would be pretty crazy if I did that. Skadoosh, I did. I guarantee you I did. But that lot of the complete Imaginators lot was ridiculous. I mean, when we sold all, well, it was like 95% of the figures within 8 hours. And then everything else was gone within the next few days. Like, I'd never seen anything like that before. All right, Kobe, have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Oh boy, Melon Master went and bought all the washbucklers. Was that the notification that came through here? That's awesome. That's awesome. I love to see it. Sure enough. Sure enough. We'll give that a retweet. I like it. All the washbucklers gone. Oh, and was that order 900? Sweet. Well done, Melon Master. Well done. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Back in July, Wildstorm was just sitting there. Like, sat there for like 2 weeks. And I mean, we just happened to get a good round this time. Like I said, my audience is changing constantly, and we're getting new people, and if I really do need to change it, I will. But I also don't want to get to a point where I say, yeah, I'm never putting any of these figures in the shop again. Everything's going to auction. Like, I don't want to turn into an auction only site, right? That's not why I started this. So we'll give it a good mix. All right, we'll test these halves and get them on their way. S2 hot dog is tempting. I like it. Joe just watched an old YouTube video talking about the Creators app launching. Yeah, unfortunately, that didn't last too long. It was maybe around for a year or so. Hide and sleep. All the washbucklers for $14. Yep, there you go. Proud owner of 28 washbucklers. That's not really real.
Classified.
I mean, Skadooshed for sure. Yeah, Robo from now on is definitely an auction exclusive.
Classified.
Yeah, I mean, there will be a handful of figures that I think are always going to be at auction. But like I said, my point being, I don't want to get to the point where I say, oh, well, last time I put all the Imaginators in the shop, they sold out in 8 hours. So now anytime I get an Imaginator, it's going to auction. Like, I don't want to do that. But yeah, there will be 1, 2, 3 figures that I'll say, yeah, these are going to auction. I get a Chase variant. Well, like I said, that's auction or private sale. But Robo, I won't even allow private sale. We'll put it to auction. See what happens. There you go. All the blast zones are still there, though. Yeah, the blast zones are going to be super lonely because I have Washbuckler and Blast Zone all in one box. And now if all the Washbucklers are gone, it's just going to be a box full of Blast Zones.
If there's a drill, there's a way.
There you go. Who wants to cough up $15 for all the Blast Zone? Sevenfold, we're mass buying again. We just sold all the Washbucklers, all 28 Washbucklers. Now apparently we're trying to sell the Blast Zones. Melon Master, yeah, I know we were super close to 900. So was it 899 or 900? You may only be 899. Let me double. Yeah, Jindy Ghost is 899 as well. Okay. Yeah. So you were number 899. We need one more order. If someone would order all. Oh, Melon Master is 900. Okay, hold on. I didn't actually get to check. Where is my? Yeah. Melon Master's order was 900. Perfect. There you go. Well done. 900 orders have been placed in the past. Let's see.
Then lightning.
Are we at middle May? So June, July, August, September. So we're like somewhere like 4.5 months. Yeah, like 4.5 months, 900 sales. I mean, you Skadoosh, you're yelling at me like I had something to do with it. I mean, this is all you. This is all everybody out there that's doing the buying. I mean, I wouldn't be here without you. So, Spartan, Springtime Trigger Happy, Jolly Bumble Blast, and no, there's one more. Kickoff Countdown. Kickoff Countdown also has a hat. So yeah, those three like holiday special cores from Swap Force, yeah, unlock special hats in the game that you can only get from putting those figures on the portal. So yeah, Springtime Trigger Happy, Jolly Bumble Blast, and Kickoff Countdown, I believe, was the third one. Yes, thank you. There we go. There's the confirmation I was looking for. Buying 1,000 figures is the 1,000th order. Wow, that'd be something for sure. Kickoff, your favorite holiday? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to call that, right? It's not actually a holiday, but that's what the other ones are for, kind of.
Crash and burn.
Can we get to 1,000 orders by 10 hours, 10 years? I mean, that's another 100 orders in the next, like, 2 weeks. Because I'm celebrating early on the 9th. That would be a lot of orders. A lot of orders. So I don't think we'll quite make it by then. But, probably, I mean, within the next month, I would imagine. Unless things drastically slow down for some reason.
Blast and furious.
Buy 30 blast zones in separate orders. I mean, you can if you want. I don't recommend it. That would be very expensive.
Blast and furious.
Why was Power Punch only for the mini? Well, the better question, Spartan, is why does Power Punch Pet Vac, the variant, look more like the regular figure of Full Blast Jet Vac? Right? So you have Full Blast Jet Vac that looks like Power Punch Pet Vac, but regular Pet Vac does not look like Full Blast Jet Vac. I don't know.
It's feeding time.
Yeah, the shipping on 30 orders would be $180. I don't think you want to pay that.
Perfect record. It's feeding time. Eat this.
Because regular Pet Vac was a sidekick at first? What do you mean was a sidekick at first? They didn't release him until Trap Team. But, like, are you saying was it originally planned to come out as a sidekick, like back in Giants or something? Like, Pet Vac was never released as a sidekick. That was a new character. Damien, I mean, yeah, there's rare stuff. I mean, we got some Imaginators like Hoodsickle and Chain Reaction. Some decent variants. Dark Wildfire. Ultimate Chaos Trap. We got a Bat Spin. We got Trap Masters. Oh, a Series 2 Firebone Hot Dog. I don't see that very often. I mean, no rare chase variants if that's what you're asking about. But, yeah, a bunch of stuff we don't see very often. Yeah, Skadoosh. The sidekicks from Giants were of the Giants. They didn't make any sidekicks of the cores. Spartan, playing Imaginators for the first time, what battle class do you recommend? Well, what's your play style? Do you like melee? Do you like ranged characters? What do you like to use? And that'll help determine a lot. Like overall, I would say like Ninja is one of the better classes. Like, that's why I like Starcast. Sentinels, I believe, are some of the hardest hitting. So that would include like Hoodsickle. Which are like my two favorites. But yeah, it kind of depends on your play style a little bit. Master Aqua Kitty, thanks for clearing that up. I didn't expect it was, since I know you bought this lot from somebody else. So yeah, I figured whatever's on the creation crystal was from them. Damien going for the Dark Wildfire. Fair enough. Skadoosh, have a good day. You're going for the hot dog. Fair enough. But yeah, it was quite a good lot today, I feel. I mean, even got some cores that are out of stock. I mean, well, like so the S2 hot dog for one. Then we got like Series 2 Sprocket and Series 2 Camo, which I haven't seen in forever.
Clobber and slobber. I need to crunch these. Clobber and slobber.
Indigo, that's a good question. How many unique items do I still have for auction? Not damage figures. So this week, like I said, I do plan on having both a hard-boiled Flare Wolf up for auction, as well as the Magic Claw Creation Crystal. For anybody that's not familiar, the Magic Claw Creation Crystal was the one that was only available in the 8-pack of Creation Crystals, and that 8-pack was only released in Europe. So if you didn't import it back in the day, you probably don't have it. And like I imported it, so I have it for my own collection, so I don't need it. So that is going to be up for auction this week. What else do I have? I have that the Castle storage container that's a little bit broken. There's the one from Giants that the front flap folds down and it has like a bridge printed on it, but it's just like a storage case or display case. But yeah, that the glue dried out on that and came apart, but all the pieces are still there, so it works. I have that circular giant portal thing where you put your portal in the middle of it and you can put your Skylanders around it in circle and it lights up and everything. I have that thing. I think I had a book this week. Oh, the Chaos Trap, the comic. The Chaos Trap. That comic book will be going up for sale this week, I think. What else do I have? I'll have to look around and see what else is there. Oh, don't forget this Mega Bloks Golden Dragonfire Cannon that we got. That'll be up in auction. I forgot to put the Undead Creation Crystal Cake Topper up for auction last week, so that'll go up this week. Oh, I guess that's a damaged item. Never mind. But yeah, I still have a few items for this week, and hopefully I'm working on some deals right now, some more private deals that should provide me with a few more auction items. So we'll see how that goes. Hardboiled Flare Wolf, that terrible variant. I mean, yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I don't know. Nicario, Lightcore Pop Fizz, I want to say has been in the shop 3 times, maybe. So not super often, but it does show up from time to time. Usually sits around for a little while. Doesn't fly off the shelves. So Obsession got your 8-pack off Amazon back in the day. Didn't pay attention to where it came from. Fair enough. I mean, if you paid over retail price, then it was probably imported by somebody else. It's a cake topper. Okay. The Creation Crystal cake topper will be available for sale. Yeah, I mean, they'll be gone temporarily, I guess. I'll have to double check and see what I have, if I want to put it all up for sale this week or not. But I love it. Yes, it's not damaged. It's not damaged. It's a cake topper. I get it. Oh, yeah, I do have the Disney Infinity playset. Yeah, that didn't sell way back in the day. So, yeah, I mean, I still got a number of items that I can play around with. Yeah, I might have some more Disney Infinity stuff. Or, well, no, I guess sold most of the non-broken stuff. One of the Disney Infinity play sets didn't sell last week, I think. So that'll be back up.
Feather the storm. A storm unlike any other. Feather the storm.
Indigo, some days I feel that you know my inventory better than I do. I should just have you on the show and tell everybody, don't forget, Matt still has this for sale.
Blinded by the light.
Masked Aqua Kitty has been buying more local lots. I love it. I love it.
Outshining the
Yeah,
rest.
this is the second private lot that I've bought from you. So keep the goods coming.
Blinded by the lights.
Like I said, as long as the price is right, which we've always been able to work out deals. So. All right. Just to confirm, here is that Hammer Slam Bowser. So chip is in there. It registers, just doesn't work with my system. But Master Aqua Kitty said that it would reset before it was sent to me. So that's cool. Yeah, Joe, guest stars would be awesome. We'll see what we can do.
Slice and dice. Does my power please? Slice and dice.
Sevenfold? Yeah, we might have to talk about that. We expand to Amiibo. Yeah, we might have to talk about that.
Let's roll.
See exactly what you're okay with doing, what you're okay with helping out with.
Track to attack.
Do many people sell Amiibo lots? Yes. The biggest problem is that
I am superior.
Amiibo are still a lot more popular because they haven't died off as much. And so there are a lot of collectors out there. And I feel that they are much more willing to buy large lots. Or maybe even they need most of the lot. But yeah, Sevenfold knows. People sell them.
Looking good.
Obsession, thanks for hanging out.
Stay cool.
Have a good day. Chindigo, yeah, that Giants portal. I don't even know where to start it. I haven't done any research to what they sell for, usually. So I have to research a little bit. My gut says start it at like 10 or 15 bucks, mostly just to cover my shipping on it, because that's going to cost a lot to ship just because it's a big item. But yeah, I don't know what they go for on eBay. I don't know what they cost originally. I don't have any of that information offhand. So if anybody else knows anything, or if anyone else has ever bought one of those, I'd love to know. You imagine they're pretty pricey. Joe says they're not worth shipping. Interesting. So I get that sometimes, but more often than not, people either overestimate how much shipping will actually cost, or they don't ship in the most efficient manner, and therefore end up paying more shipping than they need to. That should probably be a video at some point. How to ship Skylanders and how to ship them cheaply. Get the best prices. Melon Master, welcome back. I can't imagine how that conversation went. But no, I can't say you really missed anything. I'm just testing all the figures. I think you were here for most of the unboxing, so.
I don't like them. Armed and dangerous. Down with the count. Built to last and himself. Down with the count. Keeping it cool. A cut above the rest. Keeping it cool.
Skadooshed, yeah. The in-game collection looks pretty good. Like, I think all that's really missing probably is the chase variants. Here, we'll take a look. Like, I don't know what all the numbers are supposed to be, like what all the final numbers are, but yeah, we're up to 409. So I mean, I don't have all the figures in here, but it's a lot of them for sure. Like I don't know if I like have all the magic items in here and all the traps. Like I don't have them all scanned in because I usually don't scan them into Imaginators. I usually scan them into the other games and the vehicles and stuff. All that stuff I don't have scanned in here. So the number probably could be a little bit higher yet. Mastock, you watched the video on how to ship Skylanders. Yeah, I figure a few people would. Jingo, seeing a lot of people selling from 10 to 20, but the shipping is super high too. Okay, so like, what are you saying 10 to 20 without shipping, and then shipping on top of that? Like, what are people asking for shipping? Because eBay is an awful source for like what to charge for shipping, because even people who sell on eBay are bad at shipping things. Or they intentionally overcharge for shipping just so that they can make some extra money and claim they're using it for shipping, but they don't really. Duahan, I know. I think we've talked about this before. I've seen that door figure holder a lot. I have bid on a few lots that have it in there, but for whatever reason, I just don't like. Usually, I feel the lots that have that door figure holder don't have the best figures, and so I never really bid very much on it. So I don't know. Yeah, Joe says $20 to $30 for the giant space with shipping. So yeah, I mean that's fine for me. Like, I'm guessing if you put it in a properly sized box, it'd probably ship for 10 to 12 bucks. So I mean, there's still room for profit in there. But like I was saying, like that's why I would start it at like 10 or 15, somewhere in there, just to make sure I get my shipping covered. So I haven't actually boxed it up and priced it out, but that'd be my guess. Flexi, I'm missing more than half the magic items. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have them. It's just, like I said, I don't scan them into Imaginators because they don't really do anything here. So I'll have to work on that. Yeah, Jingo, if they're charging 10, I mean, 10 is reasonable. $30 for shipping. If they're actually paying $30 to ship it, they don't know what they're doing. Like that's what I'm gonna what it comes down to. If that's all you're shipping in the package, it should not be $30 shipping. Turbo, yeah, here for the official count today, 87 items. Yeah, you'd have to scroll way back in the comments, but yeah, 87 items, like 60 figures and a few other things. People selling things on eBay and then I'm paying more in shipping than I paid in total. Oof. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, how can people sell stuff that cheaply on eBay? Because I know how shipping works, and I'm like, yeah, you can't ship it for that cheap. So. Jindigo, yeah, we did turn it on, and the batteries that it came with, the lights still turned on. So, I'll double check all of that this week. Like I said, I kind of want to make a video of that to show it off and let people know what this actually is, because I know there's a lot of people who have no idea what we're talking about. So, Earthen Bender, have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, it's a unique item that I've thought about too. Like, I don't have in my collection, and would be kind of fun, but I don't really have a place to put it. Like, unless I like hang it on the wall behind me like a clock, but that defeats the purpose. And even right now, if hanging it directly behind me, you'd never be able to see it. All right. No, not my favorite Skylander.
Wow, those are big numbers.
Yeah, Jindigo, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes in auction. And you see, that will be a piece that I almost feel I shouldn't put at auction this week, because it might require more explanation. And since I'm not going to be able to be there this week, like, do I just hold off until next week when I can actually be there and answer all the questions people might have? And it's like, what is this? What does it do? Because, I mean, no matter how much I prep people, no matter how much I tweet about it, no matter how many videos and articles I post about it, people are still going to have questions. So I feel that might be a piece that I'm better off saving until I can actually be at the auction again. So we'll see. I'll have to think about that one.
Catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly.
That's my new catchphrase. Call my door.
Look at strong.
Great autocorrect.
The beam is supreme. I've got my eye on you. Got an eye for me. I've got my eye on you.
Any last wishes? Impressive powers.
All right, getting close to the end of the figures here. A dozen or so figures left. Jody, do you get Enigma? No. Blastertron? No. Starcast? No. Or none of them? None of them. What was the highlight of the stream or best Skylander pulled? The highlight of the stream, I think, was when Melon Master bought all 28 washbucklers that I have in stock. So washbuckler is currently out of stock.
Nowhere to hide.
But as for figures, we got like Batspin, Hoodsickle. Hoodsickle's probably the most expensive figure we pulled. So we got like Hoodsickle, Chain Reaction, Dark Wildfire, Midnight Museum, Series 2 Hot Dog, the Firebone Hot Dog. Haven't seen him in a while. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I think it was actually a really good lot today. Unfortunately, I just did not get the 3 that you were asking about. Not today. Got close, but not quite.
Hail to the whale!
That hat is so tiny on Thumpback. Maybe all hats are, but that hat in particular is very, very tiny. Jody, no, I do not ship internationally. Yeah, if you ship to a friend in the US, that works. Otherwise, I've been recommending to people. I've had multiple people now use a service like Stackry. I just popped up on the screen there, Stackry, Stackry. It's a company. I think they're based out in New Hampshire. It's actually very close to Canada, but they basically give you a US address and you send everything to them, and then whenever you're ready, they'll pack it all up together and ship it to you wherever you live. But yeah, international shipping is just expensive no matter who does it. And that's not something that I am set up to handle right now. So rather than trying to figure out shipping for each individual country, I find it best to say, hey, go use one of these companies that will handle the international side of things.
Taking charge. Even stronger than I imagine.
Yeah, Melon Master, I'm not a fan of hats either. The only reason I use hats is because some of them include a bonus to their speed, and there's a small percentage of Skylanders that don't really need a speed boost. Pretty much every Skylander can use a speed boost.
Let's face the truth.
So
I'm also
if it comes in the form of a hat, I'll do it.
bringing the heat.
Jody, celebration for hitting 1,500 followers. We did hit 1,500 followers on Twitter this week. That's true. Yeah, Facebook's past that. Instagram is nowhere near that. Yeah, it was definitely Twitter. Twitter hit 1,500. I don't plan on doing any celebration for that. We have a few other celebrations that will be coming up. There will be a celebration when we hit 1,000 orders on the shop. We just hit 900 today. Actually, during the stream, Melon Master's purchase of the 28 washbucklers was order number 900. But there will be a celebration when we get to 1,000 orders. I have a celebration coming up to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the first game. Most people will be celebrating on the 16th, but I'm October 16th, that is. But I will be busy then, so I will be celebrating on October 9th. And there will be, well, let's just say there will be some giveaways and such going on there. So you can plan for that one. So I have a few other things going on right now that, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything big for 1,500 followers on Twitter. Melon Master, you gotta quit making stuff up. Gotta quit making stuff up. No one's gonna believe you after a while. Boy who cried wolf, right? Heard that story. All right, our singular creation crystal. Let's check this out. Creation crystal critiques have a fire quick shot that is quite questionable, I think. Master Cricket, you weren't kidding. This is I can see why you wanted to make sure we knew this wasn't your creation. This is from whoever you purchased it from. Yeah, very colorful. Have almost the entire actually might have the entire rainbow. Got the red and orange up on the head, yellow, green, blue up on the head actually too, and purple tail, purple armor, purple shells on the shoulders. Hey, yeah, you got the full rainbow going on here, and I mean, fire quick shot. It just does not read fire quick shot to me at all. So, yeah, that's rough. All right, and I just realized my 3DS is in the other room, so I can't reset it right now. So, I'll have to do that another time. But there will be one creation crystal waiting there. But that means it's time to go down to superchargers. We do have 4 vehicles today. So we'll go reset those. And then we'll go down to trap team. We had 2 traps and a few magic items to take care of quickly. And then we'll be out of here. So yeah, not too terribly long today. We'll keep this around 2 hours. Not bad. 2-hour stream. Cool. Yeah, Melon Master, I'm with you there. I don't know what element that would be. Like, that was just kind of all over the place. and I don't feel it was super cohesive design. I don't think it was. Yeah, if the colors are better, it could be tech. I could see that. Yeah, but it was just all over the board. No, Martin, the 3DS usually charges behind me. I was actually playing my 3DS this week. I've been replaying. I know I'm gonna get scolded for not finishing Spyro. Not Spyro's Adventure. First game in the Reignited trilogy, the original Spyro that I was playing. But I started replaying Majora's Mask on 3DS. Because I have a friend who's playing it for the first time, so I wanted to play it along with him. So I pulled that out.
Shark Tank.
Susan. Nice fix.
Shark Tank.
All right.
Jetstream.
The numbers are building.
Jetstream.
Duhan gives it 4 out of 10. Yes, I can corroborate and clarify that was not Master Aqua Kitty's creation.
Dive Bomber.
The people of Aqua Kitty.
Burn Cycle.
The numbers are building.
Burn Cycle.
All right, so got those, and on to Trap Team. Yeah, not applicable. Yeah, the biggest item I feel was Hood Sickle. We got a few other Imaginators. There's a Airstrike, a Chain Reaction. Few good variants today. Was there Dark Wildfire and I mean there were a bunch of variants. I'm not gonna remember them all. Oh yeah, Bat Spin, S2 Hot Dog. There we go. Yeah, they all have better memory than I do. So yeah, there's some good stuff. Better than average. Do I have a favorite sensei? I usually claim Starcast. I like the dark guys, Starcast and Hoodsickle.
The fix is in.
Yes, we also got a water tiki trap. But we also got the ultimate chaos trap from the Dark Edition. Haven't seen it in a while. And a Midnight Museum if you need that. I know that's out of stock. But it works. Yes, here's our water tiki.
Chill Bill.
And ultimate chaos trap.
Chaos.
There you go. All right, so that's it. That's everything. That is all the figures we got today. So, this is about time to wrap up the stream. If you want to find out when I update the shop, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/sclmatt. That's twitter.com/sclmatt. And I will update that account as soon as the shop gets updated with everything that you just saw here today. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will be back sometime. Not Saturday. But yeah, I'll let you know on that Twitter account as well when we're streaming next. So go follow over there and we'll talk soon. Have a good day.